Hi guys, welcome back to another Best Possible Squad Builder by myself, Bateson87. With the release of a brand new Player of the Month on Friday, we are going to be doing, and you can probably tell by the bench, a little bit of the reserves and definitely the manager, which team we are doing. Alright, and even the fact it says United. We are doing Manchester United, the team which is on form at the moment since Jose Mourinho did leave Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did pop on in and take over as the interim manager until they find a permanent replacement, or maybe, who knows, he could even be the permanent fixture come the end of the season. Now, don't look too far into the bench and reserves, guys, because these are not the best possible players, but what is the best possible and what is the highest rated team on FIFA is the one you are going to see in front of you. Now, yet again, with this series, these players, you can build on Footwiz, you can build on Foothead, you can do it on Footbin and all them other websites, but one thing you can't do, unless you have the players in your team or in the club, is play with them, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to build the team, have a play around with it, and see which players did impress me, in case you guys are looking to maybe add one or two players into your main team, as there is a few endgame players in here, or at least players which are up to scratch to use at this current stage of FIFA. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, leave a like rating on the video as well, and make sure you do hit the bell button, as it does notify you when the uploads do go live on the channel, since Twitter YouTube doesn't tweet the videos out anymore, so you guys are definitely getting notified if you do miss any. And we're going to get on and build it, guys. In the goalkeeper position, we have a Team of the Year goalkeeper, which I absolutely love, and it is David De Gea. Now, one thing you may not know about David De Gea, for me personally, is he is my penalty kick taker. Hence why he's got 263 games and 71 goals from the penalty spot. Not bad at all for a goalkeeper. Overpaid for him a hell of a lot, but managed to get a fresh version anyway, one which hadn't been played with. So we've got David De Gea in net, and I think deserved of the goalkeeper position. Maybe Al Black, Ter Stegen could have been in there as well, but I'm not going to complain with a 97 rated David De Gea. He is one of the best, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. And I always say it all the time, even though I'm a Liverpool fan, I do think David De Gea is definitely one of the best out there. In the centre-back position, on the left-hand side, we are going to go with Chris Smalling. 69 pace, 48 shooting, 56 passing, 60 dribbling, 82 defending, 83 physical. He is a Champions League version, so he's only gone up like +1 on his base card. In the centre-back position on the right-hand side, it's going to be a special now, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be a special, and the player is going to be the red inform Eric Bailly, because the red player picks were very Manchester United based. As you can see, I've got a red Martial down there, and we've got Eric Bailly as well. Jumping on into the centre-back position to join Chris Smalling. The next centre-back, and I actually can't remember who it is. I played with the team as well, but I can't remember who the next centre-back is. Oh, it's Lindelof, yeah. 82 rated Lindelof. He was up for Player of the Month yesterday as well, but it was actually Marcus Rashford who won it. And Rashford slots straight on into this team. So that's the defence, guys. Reasonably alright pace. Like, you probably do that at the end of the day, but this team did get exposed in one of the games where we conceded, I think it was 5 goals, but we did score 6. So this team is very, very top heavy and has some decent players in there to get the goals you need. In the right midfield position, we have got, you can see you've got Red Valencia version there, but we have going to go with Juan Mata, right midfield. Not a player who you would use for attacking, just because of the fact he's got 68 pace, but he has got decent stats for linking it up in the middle and not trap forward with him, otherwise he will burn out his stamina. In the left-hand side, we have Alexis Sanchez, the Champions League version. And if Manchester United do overcome PSG, this card will go to a 90, even though Alexis Sanchez himself this year hasn't been as good as he has been in previous years. But to get a UCL Live version in there is pretty nice. In the centre midfield position, we have got Fellaini, we could use him, but we're going to go on Nemanja Matic, 87 rated base Champions League version, 57 pace, 72 shooting, 80 passing, 84 defending, 84 physical. Not a bad player. I don't mind his other 86 rated version, but he's one I put in SBCs quite a lot. In the right hand side is the headliner Paul Pogba, one which I may get rid of. Nearly 1.8 million paid for him, 4 games, no goals, no assists, but he did alright. We know how good Pogba is anyway. So he's in a lot of people's main teams because of it obviously being French. And you can see, actually, we've got We've actually got a nice bunch of mixed nations at the moment. It gets a little bit better as well. I think we're going to add one more nation into the team moving on in. We have got Jesse Lingard, 85 pace, 84 shooting, 88 dribbling. This card, yet again, if he does progress past PSG, with Manchester United, this one goes to an 87. He's got a nice celebration in there. 85 pace, 84 shooting, 88 dribbling in 5 games, 6 goals and 2 assists I've got with him. Very, very good card. Actually, a lot of these cards I do rate. I'm a Liverpool fan, you know, so these cards, apart from Pogba, I don't really like to go. Pogba and De Gea, I don't really like going near the rest of them. But this strike force was actually pretty brutal when playing with it. On the left hand side is going to be Lukaku, no dynamic image, 4 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. The person who had him previous to me actually did pretty well with him. He's got the 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, left-footed as well, and with the way FIFA works at shooting near post now, he was pretty solid. And obviously with the way FIFA works now, currently with the crossing meta, he suits it very, very nicely. So Lukaku heading up the front line, and he's joined with the brand new player, which is the Marcus Rashford, 96 pace, 88 shooting, 83 passing, 88 dribbling, 82 physical. He is potentially going to get a skill move upgrade to a 5-star. Don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll have to keep an eye out on that one. 4-star weak foot as well. High medium work rate, 6'1", and 4 games, 6 goals, no assists. He was a very, very tricky player for defenders to try and stop, and I actually really enjoyed playing with him. Like previous to this one, it would have been the headliner version in there, but because of Player of the Month, that one goes on in now. And that, in front of you, does complete the best possible Manchester United team available to you on FIFA 19 Ultimate Team as of the 8th of February. This team could change a hell of a lot if Manchester United continue the run up the Premier League after Solskjaer took over, and potentially we could see a few more informs given an even team of the seasons with the way they have come back a little bit. Lukaku, maybe he's not been firing as much as Rashford, obviously, but still an absolutely fantastic team. Obviously, I do these squad builders as a neutral. I had to use the United kit, which was fantastic, but we did get a good bunch of goals with the team anyway, and hopefully you guys do enjoy them. Now, if you want to see any more best possibles done, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. We'll do some next weekend. Tempted to bring back the past and present squad builders as well, because there is actually a few flashback cards which do entice me. Like this team, we could maybe throw Ibrahimovic in there. Don't know how we'd do it, but we could potentially do it. But overall, this was fun to play with. So guys, feel free to leave a like, rate on the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And with that said, let's go and get into the highlights we did get with the best possible Manchester United team on FIFA 19. So, moving on into the first game, in the first couple of minutes, it was evident to see how skillful, fast and tricky Rashford was with the decent finishing that he got on the first shot. Literally from kickoff, he put that in the back of the net. I was like, okay. And I was speaking to Marshall as we were playing the game as well, and thought, right, this could definitely be one hell of an interesting card to play with. And I know a lot of people are torn currently whether to do it or not. And if you're one of them people, guys, just check him and maybe get his loan version, have a play around with that. Or if you don't want to go near this card, get the tradable version. At least that way you're not going to lose that many coins. Now with, like I said, the crossing meta in the game where you can just whip the ball in, thankfully Rashford's pretty tall. I don't think he got any headers like direct from crossing, but he was more of a player with the ball at his feet, which caused the trouble. But when it comes to Lukaku, he definitely is built to put the ball in the back of the net with his head. As you can see, Lingard with the ball in. And actually, we did get a cross goal. I forgot. We did actually get a cross goal with Marcus Rashford putting us 1-0 up in this game. Now with the rest of the team, Pogba didn't really light the fire which I was expecting with him. I thought he definitely would do a lot more, especially with the price you're going to pay of him. He's like a 1.8 million coin player currently. I go for a little bit cheaper. Well, saying that, if this one does manage to sell. And it's definitely not noticeable how much of an upgrade it is from his normal version, which is a 88. Is it 88 rated card that Paul Pogba is? I think it's alright anyway. Now we do get a goal there from a corner. Marcus Rashford yet again putting the ball in the back of the net, whether it's his head, whether it's his feet. He definitely is that goal scorer, which I was really surprised at how good he actually was. And one of the reasons why I was looking forward to playing with the team was to see how good he was. The defence did alright. Now one thing I'm not going to criticise is the defence, because of the fact I'm using a 3 at the back, and if you played with 3 at the back this FIFA, you'll know it can be pretty tragic in defending, especially if you've got slow-paced defenders, as we do have a majority. A brilliant goal there from Rashford put us back into lead in this game, and this was a game which we actually did concede 5 goals, but we did go on to score 6, 2 of them which you've seen already. Now, with the midfield of Pogba, Matic, it was a nice dynamic. Pogba obviously is that box-to-box midfielder. Matic was the guy who stayed back and controlled the opposition. Sanchez was pretty good, but I've used him in drafts before. He's alright. Nothing to go shouting about. Definitely better alternatives in the Premier League for him. And Juan Mata, like I said, do not go bombing up the wing with him because you'll just burn him out with stamina. But he's good dribbling, good pace. And this is a sick goal by Sanchez as he rockets it in, picking it up off the left-hand side and just banging it into the far corner. Nice goal by Alexis Sanchez and celebrated with the Manchester United players. But you are seeing me pace through with Mata, as I said, but with the cross he does to the back post is just absolutely fabulous. And if you can do that with Mata, where you can actually break away from fast defenders and put the ball in the back of the net, you're going to be absolutely golden. I think this one you're actually going to see some goalkeeping highlight of David De Gea with the clearance there. Holds it off in the midfield. Ball picked off of Pogba into Rashford. Rashford with a La Croqueta. Honestly, he's going to be so deadly if he does get that 5-star skill move upgrade, which has been mentioned by a lot of people. And that was a really nice goal by Jesse Lingard, putting it in over the keeper and finished off a nice team move from goalkeeper all the way to attacker. And that put us 5-4 up. Now, one of the best goals we actually scored was the final one, which you're going to see coming up now, and this was the final one to win us the game. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, like I said, leave a like, rate and subscribe, and if you want to see any of our best possibles, get commenting down below. But hopefully this video has helped you maybe decide to go and get Player of the Month Marcus Rashford, or if not, the headliner version, which is tradable.